is pleased to offer Rancho El Fusique, consisting of 234 acres of land in the Valle de la Trinidad region of Baja California. Rancho El Fusique is located about 78 miles southeast of Ensenada and is approximately 34 miles or 54 kilometers inland from the coast, just about the midpoint between Ensenada and San Felipe. We are now looking from the point of view of Ensenada, facing east following the blue GPS tracking points all the way to the property. The right angle turn in the distance represents the 5-mile dirt road that you take after exiting from Highway 3 east of Ensenada. Because this property is more than 50 kilometers from either coast and more than 100 kilometers from the border, it is not within the restricted zone. This means that a non-Mexican national can hold fee simple title directly. As a matter of fact, the current property owner is the first American to hold fee simple title in his name on the Baja California Peninsula. Many Mexican real estate agents and even attorneys will tell you that all property within Baja California is in the restricted zone, as this is a common mistaken belief. A copy of the title for this property is available upon request for review by you and your counsel, as many Mexican attorneys do not yet understand this aspect of Mexican law. As we get near our turnoff to get to the property, we see about 7,000 acres of irrigated, cultivated land where chilies and onions are staples of the local agriculture industry. This is the primary economic activity in the area. When the valley first comes into view, you take the first right turn to get to the property. Just before our turnoff, we stop to get an overview of the Valle de la Trinidad region. Here, we see closer up the tracking points that lead us onto the 5-mile-long dirt road that leads us to the property. This view is looking from the point of view of the highway, looking back to the west towards the property. We now see the sign that marks our exit from Highway 3, and we also see the Pemex station that is located just off the highway turnoff. We make several turns through the town of Lázaro Cárdenas, and along the way we start to get a preview of the habitat that characterizes Rancho El Fusique. Lázaro Cárdenas has pharmacies, 3 to 4 small supermarkets, 3 to 4 hardware stores, internet cafes, and public as well as private schools. At a certain point, we must make a sharp right turn into the adjacent property at the waypoint marked EF9 here, which is the waypoint that is marked on the far left. We pass through a very informal gate in the fence to get to the property. The property is made up of 2 parcels, including one of 80 hectares and a smaller one of 20 hectares, both fitting within an overall triangular-shaped combined 100-hectare parcel, of which 95 hectares are for sale. Here we can get an idea of how the property fits within the map of the local area. Rancho El Fusique is located on a wide, more or less flat plain at approximately 2,500 feet above sea level, and is characterized by its many picturesque boulder formations as well as its high desert chaparral habitat. There is a diversity of plant life, including beryl and numerous other varieties of cactus. We also find manzanita, small oak trees, and plenty of mesquite trees as we approach the creek. Water is available from a creek source on the northern boundary of the site. Cedar trees are also a common sight here. Besides also having some types of palm, did I mention that there are quite a variety of cacti here? After it rains, it quickly turns green here. Rancho El Fusique is a remote location and, as you can see, is characterized by a diversity of plant life, a relatively flat topography, and is punctuated by rocks and boulder formations. The habitat and topography is reminiscent of many familiar desert-type scenes from old Western movies. You can almost imagine the Lone Ranger trotting by on his horse Silver in pursuit of the bad guys. In fact, upon visiting the site, one of the potential uses that came immediately to mind is a dude ranch or a similar type of getaway or resort. Valle de la Trinidad is a popular destination for off-roaders, astronomers and skywatchers, birders, campers, and folks that love dramatic landscapes and the outdoors. Temperatures range from a high of about 102 in the summertime and can go to freezing at night in the winter. On the nearby mountaintop of Pico del Diablo, there is the Mexican National Observatory of San Pedro Martir that scans the heavens from a vantage point of about 9,200 feet above sea level. Besides a dude ranch, other possible uses include for agriculture, a winery, a destination spa or conference resort, a remote getaway for you and your family and friends, or your very own El Dorado. Seller financing is also available. Of the total 234 acres, up to about 100 acres could be suitable for agriculture. Water is accessible from the creek that runs year-round. It is now approaching nighttime, so we depart as the curtain of stars and the moonlit night sky descend over Rancho El